and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to another episode of Shop Talk. I'm your host with the most, Brother B, and you can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Welcome to another episode of Shop Talk, YouTube's premier appliance repair talk for off-the-clock techs talking off-the-clock appliance repair. With all that said, just want to get some news out the way. Click below for our merchandise. Please donate to the channel. We still hosting our TMM academic workshop program, which is Refrigerator Repair 101, in the March 5th through 8th with instructor Rick out of the Miami Lakes Vocational Tech and I. Please sign up if you haven't yet. And stand by for a slew of guests on future shop talks. I don't think I have any other information or news. But with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the meat and potatoes of why you guys clicked the button today. And that's ASTR. Was it worth it or not? Well, let's look at it like this. I'll tell you how I did it, and to each his own. This is not a paid endorsement. This is my honest opinion. So if I offend anyone, apologies. I'm only telling the truth and how I saw it. Well, what I did was I did not stay at the resort. However, I will say that the resort was impeccable. This is one of those kind of resorts that as soon as you pick up a cup, before you can sit it down, you got two people fighting to rub the table down. A1 resort. I thought it was, cream of the crop. But I think they wanted something like $220, $250 a night. So what I did was I stayed at an Airbnb and spent like $40 a night and had a house to myself. But, what do I know? But with all that said, the resort was amazing. Now, the actual place itself, it was super adequate enough to hold and conduct a conference of this magnitude. The resort was definitely capable of facilitating all of that. The staff was very punctual on showing you where the dining room was, and so overall, like, the resort itself and the location itself were A1. If I could give it 1 out of 5 stars, I give it 5 stars. It was definitely a great resort. Very nice. My schedule. I'll tell you, I got there Sunday evening, and when I got there, I checked into a couple people that were out there that I knew. Which, let me take a minute of this and thank some people that was out there, and I want to give a special thank you to and a special shout out to. I want to thank my brother Anthony Cotto. He was the first person I saw out there. He's homegrown. He'll be on an episode of Shop Talk in the future. He came in second place in the 3 to 7 tech tier national, the best of the best. He came in second place, although he's a winner in our book, number 1. But brother Anthony Cotto, wanted to give a special shout out to my brother Durham, who was out there, my brother David, Samurai Appliance Man and his family was out there. I want to give them a shout out. Give my brother Sid and his wife a shout out. I want to give brother Robert from R&R Appliance. I want to give him a shout out. The Sub-Zero instructor, Mr. Santiago. True residential instructors. The GE instructor, I forget their names. The president of ASTR, very humble individual, shook his hand, no problem. Brother Mike Sneed, he was out there. What's going on, my brother? My brother, I forget his name now, but he's from Able Appliance. Him and his wife, they were fans of the channel. Shout out to them. Let me keep on going because I could shout out a million more people, and if I didn't say your name, I just got so many people in my head. But so Monday morning was day 1. I got to the venue, and I'll tell you what my experience was. So I got there at breakfast time. Now breakfast was like this large large room where like you probably could feed easily 100 to 200 people, and this was a very um, good time to network because these tables seat like 10 to 12 people. So you may be there with somebody but the other 8 or 10 chairs are going to be filled with somebody that more than likely you don't know. But you start talking to them and you meet and you network with amazing people. And I got a story about that. Brother Daniel Cranton from LG, I want to give him a special shout out too. um tell you about that guy. So after we had breakfast, then the classes began. Um, Now the thing about ASTI, they give you this huge schedule, and there's an app, and you can look on your phone and see where you're supposed to be at. And but my first class that I took was GE 3 door. That was my first class that I took. And it was like a 3 4 hour class, very detailed, very technical. You got tech support, and if you were like a contractor or whatever, and you were able to speak to like the regional managers that were there, so you can get your company signed up. My area, they already have providers, but still it was good because I got to network with him. He and I exchanged business cards. Should I ever be in the field and need help, he's gave me his word that he'll reach out and help me, and that's what it's about. That's invaluable. The tech support that you get and the contacts that you get. But I'll continue my schedule and my journey and how it went. After that, I did my 1 to 5 was true residential. Um, I got signed up with those guys. They gave me a lot of tech support. They went over their product. Again, they're like, I want to say commercial, but residential. But they're high end, but they're very easy to take apart, very easy to work on. So I got all their tech information. Oh, between classes, we get lunch. And I did take a course about like how to structure your business. There was multiple courses on that, like how to take a tag from zero to hero, how to pay your tags, how to find tags, how to SEO. They even had women in the appliance repair industry group. They had one of those. I couldn't attend all of them. That's the one bad thing I will say about ASTI. There is so many good things. You don't have the time to take all of it. So I had to balance like taking like technical stuff. Like I took Sub Zero's course. That's a 4 hour course. LeBear, that's another 4 hour course. And you only got but so many days. And you got to fit in the business aspect stuff of it. Brother David's class, I took his class. So basically back to what I was saying with GE and True. In between that, you take lunch, and that's another time that you meet great people. And my first day number 1, I was trying to like I was there talking to one of the other brothers, and I was like, man, I hope LG comes, because if they come, I get to talk to them about their linear compressor, and I get to pick at their brain and like really find out the whys to the whys to the whys, and like really just like get as much as I can from them. So my brother Durham and I, we're out there eating lunch, and all of a sudden, brother Daniel Crafton pulls up, and he has on the LG shirt, and I'm thinking, okay, this is one of the instructors. So I tell him, sir, let me ask you a question. Are you guys gonna give LG training? And before I finish, remember, I wanted to sign up with LG now for a while now, but it's always paperwork, and you got to email that one and email this one. It's a million and one loopholes you got to go through with these guys. But anyway, I asked the guy, I said, Mr. Kraft, I didn't know his name was that, but I said, hey, are you guys gonna teach LG refrigeration? The guy looks at me and says, man, I'm sorry, man, I'm just the regional manager for Florida. I said, wow, hallelujah. I said, sir, let me introduce myself to you. And right then and there, he and I built a connection. I was able to speak to him. I basically, told him what I did, and now I got a direct link to enroll now, basically. I bypass all the the red tape and all the stuff you got to go through, the hurdles. So and the food was good. Food was good. I'm not gonna lie, very good food. Although the water and iced tea, that was your options. Which shout out to the Heart and Healthy brothers. But if you wanted a Coke, forget about it. Uh, so that was Monday. So like I said, yeah, Monday I did the GE 3-door and I did True Residential, and then Tuesday morning. Oh no, and I did Air Sled, and I want to give a special shout out to the Air Sled brothers. They were out there. I'm definitely gonna look into their product. It was very good. I talked to the guy. I told him to come on Shop Talk to demonstrate it. I think some of you brothers out there would love to see this apparatus. It was a good class. He basically was like a device that like you can lift like with two fingers, like uh, uh, French door bottom mounts, stackable units, whatever. So yeah, I did go to the air sled course, and then in Tuesday morning I did Sub Zero, and Sub Zero's and ASCO. I did Sub Zero and ASCO's dishwasher course. That was a good course. Um, Again, technical. I got the tech support if I'm ever on the job site. Let me say something, ladies and gentlemen. If I do a Sub Zero, right, and or multiple Sub Zeros, as a matter of fact, if Sub Zero was to tell me, hey, listen, we'll give you all our tech support indefinitely, but you got to pay the price of ASTR's entrance, I would pay it. If I can sign up with LG or any of these other manufacturers, I would pay it. But the thing about ASTR was you got so many perks. But I'll get to that. So after Sub-Zero's class, again, that was a 4-hour class. We went to lunch again. After lunch, I attended Brother David's class, which was, no, I did not, forgive me. I attended a business class in regards to how to grow your own company and stuff. Remember, I was saying, I think the instructor was Lane Appliance, if I'm saying it right. Great class, sir. I learned a lot. I didn't get a chance to meet you. If you're watching this, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And guys, I'm just rambling this because I'm trying to like give you like play for play everything in my head, because I don't want to forget nothing. So forgive me if it's unscripted or if it's off the cuff, but it's my honest opinion of how it was, what I saw, and what I went through. But like I said, Tuesday evening, I remember spending the majority of the class on business courses. Like I took a course on how to protect yourself legally from being sued and all of that kind of stuff, and paying taxes. I also took a class on what was it? Man, it was so many. In the evening, it was a lot of on Tuesday evening, I did a lot of business classes. I don't remember all of them, but it was all stuff. Oh, like your LLC, so C corp, S corp. Like they give the mentorship that you get from guys who got 10, 15, 20 techs, like, is invaluable. You basically getting to talk to what you're trying to get to in life. You get to talk to that and like figure out the codes in the game before like you have to go through it. So like that was invaluable. So like I said, Tuesday I only did Sub-Zero, and then Tuesday evening I did nothing but like technical business based classes, which they typically are like an hour to 2 hours, while your more hardcore technical stuff is about 4 hours or 3 hours. After that, Tuesday, we did the actual trade show, which that was the best. That's probably my favorite part of the ASTR. And what that was is that was like I put up a video of it, but like you're like in this big, I want to say expose, and like in it, it's like in this booth you have these people, in this booth you have these people, but you had like the entire industry was there, manufacturers, people that were like marketing, SEO, lead gen, QuickBooks was out there. Like anybody you could think of was out there. And that's when you really made like your best contacts. So they gave us one of these little things to walk around with, right? You had to walk around with this in your head. But I want to show you guys. They had like this little back pocket here, right? This little. Now look at all of these cards that I was able to get. I took them all out. And now I get a chance to say special shout outs to some. Look at all of these contacts. Look at all of these contacts. Look at this. Alright. Warren Tech. They gave shout out to them. Roxanne Cross. The lovely Roxanne Cross. Ma'am, it was a sincere pleasure to meet you. Appliance Men, we're going to try to get them on board. They're a lead generator. Ultimate of South Florida, shout out to them. Zelon, they're looking for appliance providers. They're looking for appliance providers. Electrolux. Oh, special shout out to Adams Appliance Repair. Shout out to them. Lowe's was out there. Generation T. Shout out to Lemmy's Appliance Repair. He and I spoke. Elon, same thing. Same thing. Warren Tech, same thing. Okay. Hisense was out there. Their field service manager. Sign up with them, definitely. Right Appliance Repair. I think that's my brother Sid. Shout out to you, brother Sid. Shout out to AG Appliance Service, Alfonso, definitely. Shout out to them. Them guys down here in Miami, my competitors, but it's all love. Dean Landers. Baltimore, Maryland. Dana Oates, definitely. From Service Web. Mr. Cabello at New Vision Telecommunications. Able and Ready. Shout out to you guys. Fox Atlanta. Assurion. Sub-Zero. Mr. Santiago. Mr. Mark Polex of Skills USA. Mr. Dolomite of Decor. Mr. Hicks of New Leaf. Jenny from Service Life. Hello. How you doing? Been working with those guys a long time. My Ontario, Canada international brother, Meta. How are you, sir? It was a pleasure meeting you. Mrs. Corin from Service Live. And I have another few cards laying around, but that's just like the amount of networking that like you do while you're out there. And I don't know if I shouted out my brother Justin out of Oregon. Him and his wife, they were super cool. It was good meeting you guys as well. So like I said, the trade show was super awesome. It was a great venue to go to. And then Wednesday is when I left. But in the morning, I took Brother David's course. I uploaded it. Make sure you go check it out. And I took a few other like business related courses. And I went into LeBear's class for a little bit, their refrigeration class for a little bit. So that was pretty much all I did for the 3 days. That was like my schedule. So that's what I did. Now, I'll tell you like my overall assessment of it. Like, is it worth $800? Is it worth $850? Absolutely, yes. And I will pay it over and 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 over. And I'm going to be out there next year in San Antonio. And I hope that everybody else is out there. To put it honestly, you can't advance. Well, let me not say that. You don't know what you don't know as far as business. And I didn't know how much I didn't know as far as business. I knew my technical stuff, but I didn't know my business as much as I thought I did. And I've learned that appliance repair is not just like, a technician thing. You got to know the business side of it too, in and out. And I mentored up with some, really powerful people, and that I was very humbled and honored to talk with. And then the technical stuff, like I said, if if you're a small company and you're thinking like, man, should I send my tech out there? Absolutely, absolutely. I would send the tech though, like that you put most trust in, and tell them to go to the trade show. Tell them sign up for like have him go on your behalf, but he'll come back with knowledge. As a matter of fact, I got like books, like thick. One second, guys. This was handed to us by the GE. They gave us access to their Adora Cafe and they profile, basically they flagship models, but very, 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 very detailed, very schematics, everything in regards to the unit. So how to check the board, sealed system, everything they pretty much covered. And then True, they gave great stuff too, in regards to like disassembly, diagnostic mode, reading error codes. So like if tech is your thing, which is it's my thing, they have it for you. But if like business is your thing, they have that for you too. And the camaraderie, the contacts, the it's invaluable. It's like the pilgrimage one must take to one's faith. No disrespect, because this ain't on the same level, but the same, like you must go to it. Yeah, it's the same. Like you must do ASTR if you in the appliance repair industry. You have to make it out to the ASTR. And again, I'm not getting paid for this, although I'm probably gonna generate a lot of sales for the ASTR. Mr. President, I hope that next year you and I can arrange some arrangements for me and the TMM crew. But no, it was worth it, and it was definitely packed with information. And like I said, I want to give a shout out to the different contestants that competed in the who's the best in each category. That was a very impressive group of companies. You guys are all winners just for being that far, and a special shout out to the ones who did win. That motivates me, and it should motivate you, and that's what it's about. It's about surrounding yourself with people that are the best in their industry, and that's what I choose to be a part of. And by you guys subscribing, that's what you're gonna get here. So to wrap up, ASTI was definitely worth it. Let me tell you something. If you're one of those guys, I want to give a special speech to like the guys that are like really like, I can't afford it and all that. Listen, man, if you start from today, you go to your local bank and you tell them, look, every Friday take out, I don't know, 30, $40 out of my bank account and put it in another account and don't even give me access to it. And you start putting up. Before the year's up, you'll have it. And let me tell you something. It will benefit your business beyond, beyond measure. I think that's a fair price what that man asked for to host that. I think it was a fair price considering all the rewards that you get from it, considering all the contacts you meet from it, considering like the tech. You know, if I'm on a Sub-Zero and it's like a big crazy built-in, you know how nice it is to say, yes, hello, I attended ASTI, here's the password, here's the code. And that's invaluable. And I could use that information over and over and over. If you want to grow your company, you get to speak to these field managers face to face. No more sending an email. Oh, you forgot to dot the T, cross the I. None of that no more. You're speaking to them on a one-on-one. Email me directly. Yeah, send me your information. I'll put you. That's what it's about. And your demeanor, Everybody there super respectful, super humble. How you carry yourself is big. It's networking 101 at its finest. You don't think that you're gonna go there and everything's just gonna be given to you. It's what you make of it. I didn't have no one give me a map and say, go speak to that guy, go speak to that guy. I just did it because I knew I needed it. I need this connection and I need to make it happen. Hello, sir, how you doing? Let me introduce myself. And that's what it's about. And there's plenty of that. And then there's plenty of tech too. You know, plenty of brothers that you meet outside of that. You know, that you guys, when class is done, you go across the street and you grab a bite to eat. You have a drink, you know. Overall, from 1 to 10, like I said, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, it's 5 stars. 10, 1 out of 10, 5 star, the best in our industry. ASTR, it's a must for every appliance repair technician, every appliance repair owner. Next year's is in San Antonio. I'm gonna be there. I hope I see all of you guys there. And like I said, Mr. President, I just solicited the whole, YouTube community to show up. So, I think that Brother B, should get a sponsorship next year. Hit the like, subscribe, share button, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being part of the channel. I have so many guests. I have so many good guests that we're gonna get on Shop Talk, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna blow 2020 away. I'm gonna give the YouTube community the finest, the best in appliance repair, quality, off the clock tech talk. It's just gonna be a good year, and thank you for everybody for sticking with me from day one of one. For subscribing, thank you for everything, and like I said, hit the like, subscribe, share button. Until then, in the meantime, in between time, I'm your brother B. Thank you for being part of the network. Love, peace, and harmony.